League and Ryan Holmes, and our special guest is a buddy of mine, Julio. He's an EMT he works in Orlando, but for the past, I think it's almost been a month, he has gone up to New York City to help, with the coronavirus and help with COVID-19. And we talked to him a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to check in and see how things were going. Julio, how you doing, buddy?
I'm living the dream, bro. Day number 26.
Your day number 26. You've been away from your family. You've been up to New York. Last time we talked to you, you were pretty daggone busy. How's it been since the last time we spoke with you?
We're pretty much running steady. Today was a really special day for any first responder. I actually got to go on board the USS Comfort, which was really incredibly awesome.
Yeah, you were going to be.
That's cool.
You're going to be on with us at 7:30, and they called you there kind of last minute. What was it for? Was it to work, or was it to just a visit? What was it?
It was an interfacility transfer. So taking one patient from the ship to a hospital.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that's what you've been doing a lot, just transferring people who have tested positive to the hospital. Is that basically what you've been doing?
Yes, sir. And also running 911 calls also.
And how's it been since we talked to you last? Does it seem to be slowing down? Does it seem like it's ramping up? Like, where are you in New York?
They say it's slowing down, but we don't see it. I mean, we're getting call after call after call. We're running, anywhere probably like 16 hours a day.
Hey, Julio, have you seen any new symptoms? We've been reading some stories where there's these new symptoms like COVID toe, which it's something where younger people are getting these sores on their toes who have COVID-19. Have you seen any of that?
No, and we really haven't dealt with any of the younger generation. Most of the people are my age.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll be 60 this year, so it's mostly people my age that we've seen. I haven't dealt with any young people.
Julio, how's it been dealing with, because Carlos was talking about this earlier, about what we're not thinking about are the people that are on the front line, like yourself, who will be dealing with a little bit of PTSD afterwards. I mean, you're seeing these people and not all of them make it. Do you try to address that as you're going, or is that something you worry about afterwards once you get back?
Well, the thing is with our ambulance, if there's anything or any concerns that we have, there's counseling there. There's numbers we can call. You can talk to any of your crew chiefs. There's 800 numbers. Everything's confidential. If you feel you have any needs for, some counseling or just someone to reach out to, they even have a special QR thing that you can talk to a chaplain.
See, I would think that as you're working, though, it would be very easy to go, oh, this doesn't bother me, I'm fine.
Sure.
This doesn't bother me, I'm okay. It doesn't bother me, I'm fine. And then it kind of probably hits you in the middle of the night sometime when you're, at home with your family. Is that the way it works, Julio?
Well, that's how it happens with me, since the Pulse shooting. I still get the nightmares and tremors and stuff like that. But, it's just talking with family, my older brother and stuff like that who's been through war. And that's been my godsend, is being able to talk to somebody who's experienced some, kind of violent trauma.
So, Julio, are you every day worried that you're going to contract COVID-19? Do you worry that you're going to get ill? Is that something that you think about, or I
am aware of it, and so I do everything in my power and use every piece of equipment that AMR has provided us so that we don't contract this.
Yeah. And how many people are up there?
It crosses your mind.
Julio, how many people are up there helping you still? Because I know last time you told us a number, like there was a lot of paramedics, a lot of EMT that were kind of in one area. Is it still the same amount of people that are helping out?
It's growing. It's more and more coming. I mean, last week, a whole bunch of people came, and what I thought was really neat is that, they've taken our hotel, and even like the New York firefighters that are contracted by FEMA, they're actually staying in our hotel, so they don't, God forbid, if they get this, they don't take it home to their families every night. So now they're in the hotel with us, confined there.
Have you, Julio, have you been to any of the nursing homes? I know that Corona is ravaging the nursing home community. It's
that's
probably the most
pretty
amount
big
of
in
deaths.
Jersey, but they're AMR is sending their people over to Jersey and stuff like that. I don't know if they're going to send us over there. This Saturday, they're going to make a decision what they're going to do with us. We don't know. But we have not dealt with any nursing home issues here.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good because it's the majority of deaths seem to be, unfortunately, from these nursing homes. It spreads like wildfire there.
Yeah, once it hits the respiratory system, it's pretty much all over from there.
I have a question. Have you noticed that people are not going to the hospital for things like signs of like a heart attack or stuff like that because they're afraid to go into the hospital?
We've talked to people who have said that, it's like, oh, I'm having chest pain, but I don't want to go because I don't want to get corona and stuff like that. We've heard stories of people that have gone and gotten, corona.
Gotcha.
Julio, Julio's on the line with us. He's live right now in New York City. A friend of mine who works here in Orlando as an EMT, but for the past 28 days has been helping in New York City, where obviously that was the epicenter for some time. Is that still the epicenter of coronavirus, New York City?
I would believe so. I mean, with everything that they're saying on the news, it still seems like New York is the hot spot.
And on our texting service, someone wants me to ask you, Julio, do you get extra pay for hazardous work?
No, we do not.
Yeah, and this is something we talked about the other day, and that Ryan Holmes here was debating like when to use the word hero for certain people, let me ask you how you feel about that. I mean, from my estimation, you're up there putting your own life at risk by working and doing this and being in the middle of where it's the busiest, the most coronavirus there is. I consider you to be a hero. Other people say, oh, that word shouldn't be used. What's your thought on that, Julio?
I don't consider it being a hero. I consider it doing my job. I mean, I know we've volunteered to go into more trouble and stuff like that. That doesn't necessarily make you a hero or anything like that. I mean, to me, a hero is somebody who really put their life and gave their life for somebody.
No, I
is what my definition of a hero would be.
See, I think you're putting your life at risk, or your health at risk, and I consider you a hero. People want me to ask you about. I guess they did an interview with you on the BBC. How did that go down, and what happened with that?
Oh, just some English guy was asking me some questions about where we're from and, how we were doing and everything and how's our morale. I didn't know it aired.
Yeah, I did. I guess it aired on the BBC. I sent you a photo of Julio just so you could put it up if you want to. So what's something else that you've seen in the past week or so since we talked to you that blew you away, or is it just kind of like Groundhog Day? Every day is kind of the same.
Wow. We were just saying that yesterday. It was like, oh my God, it's Groundhog Day. We literally said that yesterday morning when we got it. Was just, doing the same routine, going to the Bronx Zoo and then, hitting the road running, because we pick up our ambulances at the Bronx Zoo.
Oh, so is it like the parking lot of the Bronx Zoo?
Yes, sir. And a peacock got out the other day, so that was pretty interesting.
We got a photo of Julio that we put up on our YouTube channel, so you can see his face is covered though. But yeah, hey, look, your face should be covered. Are you covered up like that pretty much all the time?
Pardon me?
Are you pretty much covered up like that all the time?
Yeah, I'm covered up right now as I speak to you. We have to be covered up.
You look like a superhero in this photo, man.
That's a pretty cool
pic.
Yeah.
That is a cool pic.
Who took that picture, Julio?
Some photographer on the street. We were standing in front of the New York Stock Exchange, just, taking my partner and I photos of each other. And he goes, do you mind if I take a photo of you? And he told me how he wanted me to stand and everything. And I said, will you please send me a copy of it? And he goes, sure, I will. I'm like, yeah. And boom, next thing you know, my phone dinged, and there it was. I'm like, wow. I was impressed.
That's pretty cool. It looked like
that's iconic. That looks like an iconic photograph. I mean, that would be in a lot of magazines, man. You deserve a lot of love. I love your approach as just saying, "Hey, I'm doing my job," but you're really doing more than your job. You've gone over and above of your call to duty, to be away from your family, to be amongst a very deadly disease. So if anybody does get a term of a hero, that's exactly what a hero is, going above and beyond the call of duty. So just stay safe, dude. I know you are, but do as much as you can.
Copy that. I do appreciate it. In that photo, I probably look like Super Rican, but I really love that photo.
You look like a Puerto Rican superhero.
Yeah, Captain Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Captain Puerto Rico, because you got the star on your face. It's a really cool picture. We'll put it up on the website so people can check out. Yeah, so you can check it out. So, okay, do you start thinking about, like, okay, I'm ready to go home now. This has been enough. I mean, like, do these thoughts go through your head?
Yeah, they're getting ready to disembark us and stuff like that. But, they're like today they asked for volunteers to stay longer, and I volunteered. My partner is going to probably go home, but hopefully they'll let me stay longer and help out more. But if they don't, I'll accept, whatever decision AMR makes. They've been very, very good to me.
So you and your partner, you guys have been there together the entire time, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you switch out partners, is it odd? Like, because if you're used to working with the same guy or girl, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but if you're with the same person, and then you switch out, does it change the, I don't know, like the atmosphere? Does it change the mojo?
Yeah, there's four of us guys here. We call ourselves the Four Horsemen. And if I get one of the other two, we'll be okay. Now, if I get somebody from another company that I don't know and I've never seen before, that makes it a little odd because, they don't know how I work and I don't know how they work. So it's like first date, kind of thing, figure out if it's going to work out or not.
Right. Well, listen, Julio, I appreciate you taking time to talk to us. Everybody that's texting in is saying that they feel like you're a hero, and God bless you for what you're doing. And we'll put your picture up so people can see Captain Puerto Rico.
Thank you so much. I would like to, if I could give a quick shout out to Yaima, Timbala, Juan Esparza, and Yessi, my crew chiefs at AMR, and tell them that I love them and thank them for giving me this opportunity.
All right, man. You're doing good work, Julio. Thank you, buddy, for calling. I appreciate it, man.
God bless you, the Masters.
All right, buddy. You take care. He's listening to us up there too, which is super cool.
Oh man.
Now, do you consider him to be a hero there, Ryan Holmes? Because you were saying you don't think these guys are heroes.
I'm not gonna allow you to do this to me. This is I said first responders, medical people in the front line, doctors, hospital workers, all kinds of people, heroes. The people that are forced to go to work right now because they got to pay their bills and aren't given proper equipment, I don't think they want to be called heroes because they feel like they are sacrifices to capitalism.
Ryan, I'll second what you say about that. And you're not besmirching, you're not demeaning the people that are out there doing their jobs. I get that. And I know when you initially said that, it was a bit jarring, right? But for these companies that are producing commercials that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to call the workers that are working for you heroes, don't do that video. Take that production budget and disperse it to your workers, okay?
Yeah.
Instead of making a video calling them heroes and not paying them properly, take that production budget, which is probably in the millions, and disperse it to the people.
And by the way, anyone who has anything against immigrants or whatever, I mean, just think about this. That guy you just talked to, he's an immigrant from Puerto Rico here helping us.
Puerto Rico's part of the United States, Russ.
We're citizens, Russ.
There's a U.S. citizen, Russ.
Not an immigrant.
Angel's also Puerto Rican, Russ.
And for anybody out there who hates
Jesus Christ.
Anybody out there who hates immigrants, one of his crew people is from New Mexico. And so
he's a good person, is all I was trying to say.
Say that. Say he's a good person.
He's a good person.
He was so serious. Russ was so serious, dude. He was like a really touching moment.
Russ. Listen, that guy, he's a good dude. He's from Wisconsin.
He's from Puerto Rico.
He says, he's an immigrant from Wisconsin. No big deal. It's the same thing.
He's a Puerto Rican hero in my book.
There we go. I like that. The Puerto Rican hero.
All right, when we come back.
No, I'm done for the day. This is good.
The King of Denmark, Ryan Holmes. You're listening to the Monsters of the Morning.